not agree with what I say, and I think you may think I'm very aggressive and a horrible woman at times. And as one religious leader told me, he says, it's women like you who ruin the morals of our culture. But that I took as a compliment.
I want to hear from you what you think the NAS Foundation is in a nutshell.
We are an HIV/AIDS service organization. I think when I think about NAS, I think about rights and I think about care. These are the two things that come to mind when I think about NAS.
Rights and care.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're still seeing children born with HIV, which we shouldn't be today.
There was a need. And you started the foundation, and you started care, and you started advocacy. Why didn't you just, leave it up to the hospitals to take care of the care and leave it up to them to, take care of the sick people?
When we set up care programs, for example, I'd open 2 wards. We did that because at that time, no hospital was willing to touch an HIV-positive person. People were just dying. Drugs were not available.
I've heard stories that, you were traveling around India and different places and trying to educate people about safe sex, especially men having sex with men, and trying to, get them to understand why it was important to use a condom, why it was important to practice safe sex, all these things. At that time, in the early 90s, was that difficult as a woman?
I felt very strongly that if people didn't value themselves, they would not protect themselves. You went to government, they said, HIV can't happen here, right? Because we were such an incredibly, wonderfully moral people. We're also a culture which lives life at 2 planes. We live one life, so we have one face for society, and we have one for ourselves. And that's quite accepted.
Recently, one of your accomplishments was getting, India and the High Court to overturn the, Section 377 of the Penal Code, which was from the British Raj when they were here, which was, criminalizing any act that was considered homosexual, not natural, including sodomy and other things. So why was that an important step to actually get that specific part of the law turned over?
When I was counseling families, one of the most commonly asked questions was, if you say this is so normal and natural for my son to be like this, why is it that it is seen as a criminal activity in the law?
You have received a lot of awards, including the Commonwealth Award. You've got Times 100 Most Influential People last year. That's a great honor. You've been shortlisted for a Nobel Peace Prize. What do those sorts of awards mean to you?
It's wonderful to be acknowledged, but it wouldn't matter if it didn't happen. I would still do what I'm doing.
What would you say to somebody who's watching this and who feels passionate about an issue, sees a need for something, but says, oh my God, there's no way I can do it. I can't.
I would say, don't ever think like that. Because if you feel strongly about something, just take that first step. Things will fall into place. It's unbelievable, I'm telling you, the way things happen.
Well, I think with you in the world, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. We have somebody who's working and tirelessly. So thank you for giving a voice to the voiceless and for being an inspired citizen, because it's sometimes not easy to stand up for what you believe in, especially in times when everyone else is telling you, no, you're crazy. But you did it. So thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. Thank you.